the robot decided not to stop during an active SWAT operation as it unfolded. Rather than avoid the crime scene, it just went right through it. Police ordered it to turn around, and a DoorDash technician did have to come and pick up the robot and take it away from the scene in a box truck.
Police ordered it to turn around. Did it?
No, no, it did not.
No, and did they shoot it?
No, they did not. For today's video, we welcome back our old shopkeeper, Dan, and I gotta say, it was a lot of fun dissecting the news from my old friend. We started out with the Fed. Before long, we were rambling on about drone warfare, DoorDash robots wandering into SWAT scenes, the SpaceX IPO and Musk's Supervillain arc, media mergers, Sam Bankman-Fried's pardon requests. Did you know that you can apply for that online? Stablecoins, blockchain, data centers, and wet, beautiful Christmas coal. So, yeah, it's gonna be one of those episodes. Let's get into it. Quick question, now that the cameras are going. Do you remember how to start this show?
You know what? It's been too long. How about this? Hello, welcome. You've made it to the China shop. I'm Shopkeeper Dan, and with me, as always, is Shopkeeper Kyle. How are you doing today, Kyle?
Fantastic. Fantastic. I had a nice morning swim. Had to get up at 7 to do it because it's ludicrously hot here.
Wow. Oh, because you're back in Phoenix. How hot is it there this morning?
I don't know what it was this morning, but I think the wedding that we just did on Sunday, it was like 115.
Ooh, yeah, it's the same. It's the same up here in Vegas. I just took a walk out in the 105-degree heat, or 102 or whatever it was.
I forgot how that feels like you're just walking into like a hairdryer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. That stiff breeze, they just turn it up on high.
Right?
Oh, awful. All
well,
right.
Dan, what do we want to talk about today?
Oh, Kyle, we got a great show today. We got a great show for everybody today. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Fed. We're going to be talking about robots. We're going to be talking about space. We're going to be talking
all the
about
big things.
We're going to be talking about mergers, acquisitions, sovereign wealth funds. Wait, no, not that one.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to talk about that one? Actually, I do want to talk about that one. So,
okay, do it.
All right. Bernie Sanders has proposed a tax on AI. Did you see that?
I saw the headline. I did not read the article.
Okay. So his plan, let's see if he can pick the flaws in this. His plan is to tax a 50% one-time tax of stock of the top AI companies. So any AI company that has like a 200 billion market cap or higher, he wants to take half of the shares, put it into a wealth fund, and then that's going to be what pays out the dividends. And then the American people would elect somebody to oversee it, the trust, and vote the shares in our interests.
Well, I'm always a fan of the public having some sort of stake in, I don't know, society in general. But taxing based on stock valuation is nonsensical to me.
He says he's going to collect $7 trillion, but my question is, as soon as you announce you're doing this, who's going to hold the stock long enough to let you collect that? Like, that's going to crater the value just on itself.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I get where he's coming from, though, because the government is worth $39 trillion in debt now. Like, right. Where does that money come from? Right? Apparently, like, yeah. I get the stock market, the competitive auction, and like the immediately when you go sell it off and take it, but maybe he wants to just appropriate it and hold the stock. There we go. Now we're talking.
And yes, whose name is going to be on top of this management of this fund? That's a good point. Is this the Sanders?
No, right. I don't think he's out to get wealthy for himself, but no. I agree with you. I don't think that's doable.
Who's going to hold on to that? No institution's going to hold on to that, knowing that it's going to be split in half coming up down the road.
There's got to be a way to do it, and that's not it.
Right. All right. What else we got on our list of stuff to talk about, Dan? We talk about your portfolio? How's your portfolio doing?
Hey, it's actually green this week.
Is it?
Yeah.
How green? Yeah. How green is it?
As green as the reflecting pool in DC.
Oh!
Got it. We got
I don't
there.
know if there's an actual
Uh,
story in there, but I think we can talk about the shoddy construction work that's been going on, and maybe that's just a sign of the economy. If we can't get people to do good repairs, I mean, you can't fix your pool. What kind of world are we living in?
if you can't pay your friends to do shoddy construction work with government money, what's the point of getting elected?
Right? But no, I mean, for real, dude. Like, not only is it like covered in algae now, but like the material that they just put on the coating is all like floating up to the top. It's like, oh man, for
God.
real.
Oh, well, anything to distract us from the pain of, living in this country right now. Sure.
The Department of Interior has not immediately responded to any requests for comment. Okay, for real though, for real. Let's talk about the June Fed meeting.
Yes,
So,
yes.
You remember there was a lot of question over whether or not the guy that, well, I mean, there's a lot of consternation directed towards Chairman Powell for not fulfilling Trump's wish of cutting rates, right?
Yes.
Like that's been going on for quite some time now. This is Chairman Warsh's first FOMC as the head, and the rate cuts did not come. They stayed constant. They also got very hawkish, from what I can tell from the statements that they're giving. Like their guidance got hawkish, not dovish. So they're signaling more rate hikes coming in the future. But the really interesting thing that Warsh has done, and he seems to be, like this seems to be his MO, but he said that the Fed is not in the position of giving forward guidance anymore. And he's like decided to stop doing, he didn't participate in the dot plot. He was the only member not to like give his prediction. Like he doesn't want to be giving any sort of future predictions or tipping the hand of what the Fed is planning to do anymore. Like that's how he plans on running things there.
I'm not a fan. Whoa.
Right? Like I think his reasoning was something along the lines of like when we forecast, then like we tie ourselves into a box and we have to go this path. But like, no, that's not the point. Like you give your best predictions based on the best data available. And if the new data at the next meeting changes, then you change your decision, right?
Yes. Yes. It's about disclosure and transparency.
Transparency, that's the word.
When your banks are not being transparent, they can hide shit. And that's bad because they ain't hiding to make things better for us. They're hiding to make things better for the people who have everything. God damn it.
Or more likely,
speaking
the person
of
who's
central
in charge.
banks, the person who's in charge. Hey,
I don't want to report this income.
I don't want to report. The Russian central bank did just cut their rates. So
under whose directive?
Got a better hold over his bank because he just got them to cut from 14.5 to 14.25 on Friday, the 9th consecutive cut. Yeah, their interest rate is 14.5%. It went down to 14.25. Yeah,
that seems fairly high. I mean, I guess considering their economy is sanctioned to, the abyss. And then, dude, have you seen? Have you seen too? Like Ukraine's been landing some like real strikes into Moscow. Like they've been hitting refineries left and right with the drones that they've been producing.
We're seeing that. That's impressive.
How terrifying does war look now? Could you imagine being on that battlefield?
Yes, it's awful. It's awful. Everything we know in this country is such a cakewalk since we're not living in a war zone, right? Like, wow, gee, I don't want to go through this awkward interaction with this salesperson. Like, oh yeah, well, what if the bombs were just falling?
Dude, I wasn't even thinking of that. I was just thinking about how wild war has become. It's not just people anymore. Now it's like legit Terminator Salvation where you got robot killers like hunting you down.
Yeah. I was telling Jamie Lynn that we were talking about the Russian oil refinery, and I was like, yeah, who would have thought 20 years ago kids flying flight simulators in video games would one day be at war doing the same exact thing? Those drones.
You know who picked
they're not
that?
A missile.
You know who did predict that?
Who's
Starfighter.
That? The last Starfighter?
The last Starfighter knew exactly what was going to happen.
In the 80s. It is terrifying, Kyle, because it's not missiles anymore. Like, they flew those drones into the refinery. They could hit exactly the right target. There's no guesswork anymore. Like, hope the missile hits it. No, it's like, okay, fly it in. Oh, look, there it is. I see it on the camera. Fire.
Dude, I saw
Yeah.
just recently that there's new howitzer shells that the U.S. is producing can change flight in midair, like artillery shells now. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right,
Dude, the
welcome
future's
back to
here. It
War
gets
Talk.
wild. Okay, all right, enough of that war. Anything else on FOMC? Like, were you surprised by this, by his decision to hold steady? Did you think he was going to cut?
I really did think he was going to cut.
See, I thought this was going to be what happened. I thought he was going to just
Yeah.
he's going to say whatever he needed to do to get the job. But like Powell was a Trump pick too. He
That's true.
clearly
That's
did
true.
not have any problem telling Trump no.
Well, for the very reason the Fed is supposed to be independent, it would erode that trust. What trust
Yeah.
businesses and
Yeah.
companies do have.
Yep.
Like, no, you've got the economy interests at heart, not the political interests.
I swear, if they would have cut rates, I would have loved to have seen the market's reaction to that, because it would not have been. I can't imagine it would have been good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been green boner bars. That'd be red murder bars.
Yeah. Murder bars.
All right.
Hey, Kyle, I remember when you said you're moving to Phoenix, you were going to ditch your car and go to Waymo. How's that going for you?
Not well, because we ended up getting outside of the Waymo zone. So,
Oh.
but we did get a place where I can walk to like pretty much everywhere. Like, but yeah, that's been going well actually. Why?
Because
Why do you ask, Dad?
Waymo just recalled 3,800 of their vehicles in Phoenix and San Francisco because
they've been dent here.
They've been driving into construction zones. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
like wait.
Like
didn't recognize that like road work was going on and like going through the barriers.
Correct. Drove right past the ramp closure. Like, yeah, they were freeway construction zones and drove right past all the warning signs.
What is this? A war-torn Ukraine?
Yeah, come on now. 6 times in Phoenix. 6 times the Waymo cars did this. So they were like, fuck, all right, recall them, get them out of there.
We just had, Waymo's been having some issues. They had the historic flooding that we had here before I moved here, I think like destroyed a bunch of them because it flooded their batteries out. They didn't know how to like go to high ground.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they didn't fix that. I have a feeling that when the next El Nino storm hits that they might be seeing some more of that.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they didn't just use the Tesla boat mode.
Yeah. Is that a thing?
Okay, it is a thing. A guy is suing. He's suing Tesla right now because Elon Musk on Twitter was like, just use the boat mode and drive across it. Like with somebody's like posted their Cybertruck next to lakes and stuff. Because there is it's Wade mode, WADE. And it pressurizes around the battery pack to make it more water resistant. So this guy in Texas,
not waterproof.
This guy in Texas just drove his Cybertruck right into the lake. Yeah.
All right, Dad.
Yeah.
This is an aside. I'll probably make the show because I don't know how much material we actually have here. But do you remember? This is me positing something. We're gonna go on a trip here, but
okay, going on a trip.
This makes me think of. Remember how all those stories you'd hear of like older gentlemen, usually like with their RVs, they'd be on the interstate, they put it on cruise control, which they mistook for autopilot, and then think they can go rummage out in the back and then crash their vehicle. Like I remember hearing a bunch of these stories, right? Do you think those might have been time travelers? Now that we actually have like self-driving cars, that maybe time travel is real, and they were coming back in time to visit, and then just forgot that the cars didn't have auto driving anymore.
They were. I'm envisioning a guy at the time travel station. They're like, all right, we got to you have to watch the safety video before you go. And he goes, I've done this a million times. No time. Get out of my way.
Dude, you're going to a really weird time where they didn't quite
Listen,
understand like the terminology, the etymology of these words.
look, they have Teslas. I'm okay. Gonna be fine.
Anyway, yeah, that was something
no,
that struck me this weekend. But speaking of robots driving into places where they're not supposed to be, there was the DoorDash food delivery robot, Dot the robot, also in Arizona. This is in Chandler, but he's just the robot decided not to stop during an active SWAT operation as it unfolded.
Oh,
He rather than avoid the crime scene, just went right through it. Police ordered it to turn around, and a DoorDash technician did have to come and pick up the robot, take it away from the scene in a box truck.
it did. When police ordered it to turn around, did it?
No,
That's
no,
what
it
I
did
wanna
not.
know. No, and
No.
did they shoot it?
No, they did not.
All
probably
right,
should
so
have.
cops are pro robot.
Let me make
They're
sure.
racist against humans.
No, I'm just going to check.
They're speciest. Are robots?
What color is Dot the robot?
Uh-oh. Inquiring minds have to know.
Yeah, primarily blue in its original design, but later release kits was released in green.
Okay.
The Dot. Oh, sorry. The DoorDash delivery one is bright red. And it has giant eyes. Dude, this thing is hilarious looking.
That's what it takes to not get shot by the cops? Jeez.
Dress up like a clown.
Dress up like a clown or an alien. Alien clown.
All right. Let's see. Anything else in
good stuff.
Let's talk about the SpaceX IPO then.
Yeah.
Did you participate at all?
No.
Me neither.
No,
I know that
meh.
typically IPOs go like this, but they did a really good job with this one, and it didn't do that. It went up
Really?
for a lot of days. Yeah, I think it started at 135. It was closing over 200 after the first couple of days. I think it wasn't until Thursday or Wednesday had its first red day.
Wow.
A cult of Musk or something, but either they priced this thing right. I think they did a really good job with the lockup for the IPO. All the people who were investors beforehand, like they did a really strange and complex lockup schedule. Whereas instead of like saying everyone can be after this date, or you have this percentage at IPO that you can sell, like it's like a staggered increments and rolling percentages, and the stock has to hit certain metrics. And I think that day that we actually had the red day was the first day that some shares unlocked. So if you can make sense of this complex IPO structure, I think that you might be able to figure out some times when to buy puts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 7% of shares unlocked at consecutive 15% or 15-day intervals, starting at like 70 days out. There's 20% of the stock is eligible for sale on the second full trading day following the publication of Q2 earnings. So once
Good
quarter
God,
two
I'm
earnings
dizzy
come
just
out,
listening to that.
there's 10% tranches if it closes above $175, which it already did for at least 5 out of 10 trading sessions. I think it might have hit that already, actually. 28% of shares. Oh, that's probably the first one. Interesting. So Musk and the other major holders, though, the Class B shareholders, they are largely restricted for a year. So Musk is sitting this one out, but all the people that did invest into it, I think they're pretty happy right now.
Yeah, geez. I honestly, I was looking at a number that was talking about how before the 20s, Black Friday and the Great Depression, Rockefeller owned like 2% of the GDP. And right now, or his net worth was equal to 2%. And right now, Elon Musk's is almost 4%.
Oh, wow.
So like our concentrated wealth is more concentrated than it was before the big crash of the 20s. Oh, yeah.
So, oh, wow. Did we have more Rockefellers than we have Musks? Because there was a couple big names during that. Like you had the
There were.
JP Morgans and
The Vanderbilts.
Vanderbilts, yeah. There's some.
There were some big capitalist families for sure. Carnegie, but I mean, we've got just as many oligarchs today. I mean, rich Russian people. I mean, rich Americans. Yeah, there we go. I got there.
Which country are you in?
Who? I don't know. Who built the reflecting pond? Was it an oligarch? Oh, it was an American oligarch. That's right. That's right. Well, let me ask you this, Kyle. When was the last time rich people were like invited to the Oval Office to plan shit?
Like, that was just recently, wasn't it? Didn't they just have the UFC
but
fight?
before then. Before in the before times, like let's say 2016 and earlier, when was the last time it was just like an open door, like, you're rich? Come on in.
I think that was quite often, actually, believe it or not. And I think there's a really interesting story if you go back. We haven't gotten to Gerald Ford yet, but I think Gerald Ford actually was in sort of like shadow coup attempt. Like he legit tried to take over the American government and turn it into a dictatorship.
What? Okay. But and he did it with his rich pals?
Yeah. It was like I think Dan Cummins talked about it on Dan Cummins on Timesuck. I think that's what we saw it on.
I know Smedley Butler wrote a book about they tried to hire him to do a fascist coup in the 30s.
That must have been it. Yeah. Smedley Butler was that was the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
That was Bush Senior's dad.
What? Really?
Yeah, he was one of them. Butler named names. It's in the public record. You can go back and look. He named all the rich motherfuckers that pulled him into the room and were like, you're the guy. Military will get behind you. We want this coup. And he was like, sure. And like drug it along to get all the info. And then he went to Congress and was like, this is what I found. They want to do the rich people want to do a fascist takeover. And they were yeah. But they kind of fund all of our elections, so we're just going to sweep this under the rug. Oh, World War II. We'll forget all about it.
Oh, I think we got a little off topic here, Dan.
Yeah,
SpaceX IPO. What happened?
Sorry. Here, hold on. Let me launch real quick.
Okay. While you're launching, let's go back real quick, see if we can't save this somehow. Elon Musk, has he moved the needle in your supervillain, superhero argument that we used to have, what was that, like 2-3 years ago?
Oh, 100% supervillain.
Like, it's not even, it's like he heard us and was like,
Yeah. He took it as a challenge.
Right?
he took it as a challenge.
Does he have a moon base yet? Like, I think he was actively working on.
Oh, actually, no, he wants his Mars base.
Yeah, he won up us.
He's going to the Mars. Yeah, literally. And now, although I will say SpaceX going public, I have mixed feelings about, because private, he could do whatever he wanted. And now there's at least a little bit more transparency and because public ownership, like I know it made him richer, but like the whole idea of shutting off Ukraine's access to the Starlink internet, like that's no longer, well, it's my company. I do whatever I want, right? Now it's a public company.
Yeah.
And there's at least some measure of accountability, I suppose.
So the other thing I remember reading about, like one of the crazy things he wants to do, and I think the cult of Musk is a bit overrated. Like, I don't know that he's this much of a genius as everyone thinks he is. Like this whole idea of data centers in space, I don't understand how that's supposed to work at all. And that's like the next thing that he wants to do. You got the oceans where it's easy to cool stuff. It is not easy to cool things in space. And to do that for the cooling, that makes zero sense. First of all. Well, second of all, how do you replace any of the parts, Dan? There's like a 2-year life cycle on most of these things. So as soon as you launch this thing up into space, it's going to just be constantly degrading because there's not going to be any way to go up there and service the thing.
Okay, that's a great point. That second point is fucking great. I'm pretty sure though, like heat just evaporates in space. Like it's fucking ice cold out there.
It's radiative, but it's very difficult to radiate heat. That's the hardest way to get rid of heat. So there's no convection, there's no conduction.
Oh, because there's nothing to absorb it.
There's nothing to receive the heat. There's nothing to take it. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So heat tends to stay with you. Heat dissipation is the hard thing to do in space, and it makes it's counterintuitive.
So he doesn't know anything about what he's talking about here. Yeah.
Doesn't he run a space company?
God. Well, I think this is one of the issues with someone who's such a big leader of so much. What does he know? He knows what people tell him, right? Like, he's got people running things, but by the time it gets up to him and he's like, I'm really smart, let's build the data center in space. Is anybody telling him, like, well, that's not going to work?
No, because he has a lot of money and he runs Twitter.
He runs Twitter.
Oh man, speaking
Yeah.
of Twitter, and I think there was like a social experiment where they gave like all the different AIs a chance to try to like run humanity, I think it was, or something like that. Like they gave it like the simulation. The only one that was able to do it without committing any crimes, I think, was ChatGPT. It's either ChatGPT or Claude. One of them was able to do it with no crimes. One of them was able to do it with some, like a lot of crimes, but for the most part, like civil liberty was protected somewhat. Grok managed to like destroy all of some human civilization, and it managed to do it like in an absurdly quick time frame.
The record time.
Yeah, like hours, like a complete societal collapse.
Hours.
Yes.
Well, it's a good run. What? No, it was not a good run. We started an hour ago.
Did you hear Musk when he was talking about like the way he thought Doge was going to work and like how tax collect, like the money he was going to save, and like the way he thought the economy worked?
No.
I took an economics exam that Eric gave me once, and I feel like I'm more qualified than he is to spout about that kind of stuff.
I remember this because I was talking to people for the 2024 election, and I remember being like, guys, take basic economics and you will know what a show these tariffs are going to be. And they're like, no, it's going to be great. We're all going to be rich, Dan. We're electing the rich. I literally had a dishwasher where I was working tell me, well, Trump's rich. Let's get him in there. We'll all get some money. His literal words.
How does that work?
Dude, the dude was not high intelligence. I didn't ask him to elaborate. I just said, I disagree with you. I don't think he's going to make you rich. I think he's going to make himself rich.
But if you believe in trickle down, that's how that works.
Yeah. Yes. If we feed the horses more oats, they'll shit more oats for the birds to eat. Yes. Trickle down.
All right.
That was actually a classic argument against trickle down in the 1800s. By the way,
was it really?
This is not trickle down's not a new thing. It's been debated for a long time. Anyway,
but
let's move on.
I don't know if this is going to be a Two Bulls episode or an After Hours episode, but you're all over the place. I think you said something about a merger. Do you have a stock story that you wanted to bring up?
Oh yeah, Warner Brothers Discovery. Department of Justice just approved Paramount's planned $111 billion acquisition of Warner Brothers Discovery. The deal still faces opposition from some state attorneys general, regulators in the EU and UK, and consumer lawsuits.
The EU would never approve that.
Right. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. It's
odd
to have companies
have a merger.
I think they just bought somebody else. Yeah.
Like a big one. Like they're the ones that have the South Park now too, right?
Yeah.
Paramount's got real big.
The fact that we have companies so large, they're like, well, can we get this deal through the American regulators and the European regulators? Wow. Back in the day, corporation could only exist in a single state at a time, let alone not even multiple countries without like sovereign explicit like East India Company. You needed the government to like sanction your business shit. And in America, before the 14th Amendment granted citizenship, they used the phrasing of the 14th Amendment to say that I don't need to have a second company in a different state that plays nice. It could be the same legal organization in two places. Because like you and I can...
Yeah.
Like, look that up. You and I can own property. I can own property in Nevada. I can own property in Arizona. But like, yeah. Bill of Rights. 14th Amendment was
No, I
just
know,
after
but I
the
thought
Civil
there was
War.
one on there that talked about like the way states did. Also, I just want to show this off more than anything because I got it for Christmas or for my present. I forgot what we're talking about, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna put this away now. I'm just gonna move on.
Okay, Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Warner
Discovery's
Bros. Is the music
trading
company, right?
Warner Brothers Discovery. So it's not just music. They've got like Looney Tunes and all the
Oh.
movies and TV.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. That's much
and
bigger than I thought
Discovery
it was.
Channel. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
The
They're expect
communications
like
was wasn't that already like uber concentrated to like three or four industries to begin with?
yeah, because like Disney is now owns HBO and Hulu and
And
ESPN.
ESPN. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Warner Brothers,
Ted Turner's network.
Paramount. Warner Brothers owns Ted Turner's old network, right? TNT.
Does it? Wait, do they?
Um,
I thought Turner had his own network
or-
now. Or still.
hmm.
This is what happens when you don't prepare.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kyle. I'm fully prepared. I'm just too high to remember my preparation. No, I did not compare. I did not prepare. Let's see. Comcast is the parent of NBC and Universal Pictures. They're a $123 billion company. Disney's $90 billion with ABC, ESPN,
ABC
Marvel,
owns
Hulu,
that one.
HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Fox is the other one.
So Paramount is a $30 billion company. Warner Brothers is a 37, and they're saying it'll be 111, worth 111 when they merge. So when you've got two of your larger media conglomerates, one's trying to acquire the other, yeah, it's hyper concentration.
Yeah, I mean, it was already super concentrated. This just doesn't seem like this should pass, right?
I want to go back to public access and watch my mom and pop TV shows. None of these big box store TV shows.
Where's the red green
Red
show?
Green. Where's the Red Green show?
Yeah, I learned a lot about duct tape. All right, any other final thoughts?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No. That's
then.
No. How many of my thoughts do you need?
I'm gonna take until there's none left.
Another one. Okay.
No. Do you want to do some crypto?
Oh yeah, sure.
Do you remember our old friend Sam Bankman-Fried? Fried?
Yeah. Did he finally get freed?
No, he did not get freed. No, but he has applied for a pardon for President Trump, according to online records.
Okay, hold on. How does one apply for a pardon?
I think it probably has to do with like you need one of those giant checks, I think, to start with.
Yeah, is there like an online form you can fill out?
That's what I'm looking at. So the Office of the Pardon Attorney is the division of the Justice Department, and they listed Bankman-Fried's request for a pardon after completion of sentence as pending. Request was filed this year. There's no other details right now. So they're calling it a long shot bid, but if he saved enough money, I don't think that's quite as long shot as it might necessarily.
I mean, Sheriff Joe Arpaio got convicted for real crimes, and they just pardoned him because they liked him. So anything goes. Oh,
okay, Dan.
You planning to need one?
Well, just in case. Okay, do you want application for pardon of completion of sentence or for commutation of sentence? If the court has sentenced you, you can apply for commutation.
Oh, because that ends the sentence right away. But he applied for the one like when he gets out, they take it off the books.
No, he applied for the partial after completion, pardon after completion of sentence. Yeah,
right. The commutation of sentence would.
Oh, so if you want, what's the point of that? Like
he doesn't have to register as a felon. It's not on the books. He's not a criminal, even though he served time.
It's not going to let you out, though. You still have to finish your sentence.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. I guess he figured that was too much.
Let's do this. You know what? I'm gonna do the screen share here, and we're gonna look through the application.
Okay,
here.
We're gonna apply. Okay.
Should we fill one out for Sam Bankman-Fried? Okay. What can a pardon do? Pardon is asking for forgiveness from the president. Pardon can restore civil liberties like the right to vote or sit on a jury, lift barriers to licensing, employment, housing, education. Cannot erase a conviction or expunge a conviction. Do you have any federal convictions? That might be a problem, Dan.
I've got a lot of convictions, right?
Okay.
You know?
All right. So let's see the reasons for seeking a pardon. Background information. Does it have anything about your crime? Name of your attorney?
Look, I
None
only
of
did it
this-
once, guys.
Should this not have the actual crime you're requesting a part? Like, doesn't that seem like that should be part of the background information?
It does seem like
Where
you
is?
should. It doesn't matter your crime, Kyle.
Apparently not. Your
It
sex
doesn't,
does.
it doesn't matter.
Your marital status does. Your kids do. Reasons for seeking a pardon.
Why are you
You may
seeking a
want to
pardon?
include how would it change your life if granted pardon, challenges that you faced because of your conviction. Oh, man. So what do you think Sam
Oh.
Bankman-Fried was faced? Community activities. Have you been involved in your community since your conviction? That's kind of difficult if you're in prison.
Yeah, right?
Still, again, nothing in here about what you actually did. Education and licensing, school programs, places where you lived, military service, job history, sobriety. That's important. Financial information.
Yes.
Okay, here we're getting to something. Bankruptcies. Nothing in here about how much money you have.
Oh, is there anything else you'd like to go back up a little bit? Anything else you'd like to share about your experience with finances since your conviction? I've got this bank
lots
account.
of money sitting here.
It's just stuffed. It's so full. They told me I need to move some money out because I've got too
Right.
much. They said I'd be doing them a favor.
I'm thinking that maybe I could just give it to somebody who can make better use of it. Okay, here's the case background. Finally, all the way down on page 15.
Wow.
Did you
Okay.
plead guilty? That is pertinent, I would think. Of what were you convicted? What sentence? Probation? Financial penalties? Oh, that was a lot of that. Tell us about your conduct from here. Can we look at Sam Bankman-Fried's application? Is that like a
That's
FOIA request
might-
that we could fill out?
I don't know. It sounds like it should be.
I would really like to see that. Do you accept responsibility for your conduct? Explain why or why not.
No. It's
Right?
society's fault. They did this to me.
List all of your criminal history. And then oath. Damn. Okay,
Wait,
so what do you think, Dan?
List all my criminal history like the shit I didn't even get caught for?
Your criminal history reviewed as part of any background investigation. List any other arrests or convictions that may appear, if any,
Okay,
including
so
juvenile
they
and
don't-
expunged, and give any information you would like us to know about them. If you have your pre-sentence report, you may attach it and give missing or additional information. They're not asking about anything you've done that they don't know about. No.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right.
I think
Off
you
the
could
hook there.
Okay, yeah. I plead the fifth.
Done.
All right. So, think he gets it?
I think he gets it. I think he gets
You think
it.
so? You think so?
Yeah, I think Bankman-Fried knows how to play the game. He went down because he got too cocky too fast. I think he'll be back in the rich good graces soon.
Dude,
Yeah. I
remember.
think he knows how to be a crony. I think he knows how to be a crony.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he got really good at it.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else crypto related stuff you want to talk about?
Yeah, there is. The government has proposed mandatory ID checks for stablecoin users.
Oh, is this part of the Genius Act stuff that's still going on? Or no, wait. One of those passed. One of those was still ongoing. Was it the SAVE Act or the Genius Act that was still going?
Yeah, this is the Genius Act. The Federal Reserve is proposing new ID requirements for stablecoin issuers. Let me move this over here so I'm looking at the camera. They want to bring them to the same compliance standards people already use at banks and credit unions. Like to open an account, you got to go in with your ID and prove you're you.
Yeah.
And they're saying
Makes sense.
stablecoins should at least have the same mild security step.
Of knowing who the person is.
Yeah. Who's amassing all this wealth here, and for what?
Yeah. You know who wants to know that? People who want to be able to sanction you.
Oh, Bernie Sanders
That sounds
wants to do it to
anti-
steal all your stable coins.
Sounds antithetical to the whole purpose of crypto. It's decentralized, so they don't have that information.
Look, if you want me to show my ID, it's because you hate freedom.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Actually,
Damn it.
I don't disagree with that.
That's what I told the guy when I was trying to buy booze as a teenager. He's like, let me see ID. I'm like, you don't have to see ID. This is America. I'm free to tell you I'm whatever age I want to be.
And you're free to believe me, like you do right now.
Like right now. Like you do right now.
Yes. Now, why couldn't that be the future that we walked into?
The Jedi?
Because that was a time long, long ago. That's why, because it wasn't the future.
Yeah. And far, far away. Who knows what's gone down since then in the galactic universe. Anyway, that's all I got for crypto.
That's all I got. Sam Bankman-Fried on the watch list. I mean, crypto's kind of been doing shit lately. Are we in the middle of crypto winter again?
I honestly have not been following crypto at all. I'm out of the crypto. I never quite wrap my head around it not having a function, and yet it's like stocks without a company, right?
Yeah.
That's what crypto is to me. Like, not a single one, Kyle.
I like the blockchain technology stuff. I like the things that they do with it, and the crypto is usually the reward that they give for the underlying.
What are they doing with the blockchain these days, Kyle?
Digital ledger technology is pretty cool. Like the way you can use that for like transport logistics, like invoicing.
You can
systems.
use it. Are people already using it?
I believe so. I could be wrong, but yeah, I believe they are. There's this whole presentation we saw in like an invoicing system where people can actually, instead of having to wait 90 days to get paid, there is a setup that they had where you can submit your invoices and get paid sooner for obviously a fee, but like giving small business owners quicker liquidity, things like that.
Okay.
There's some neat stuff that they're doing with that side of it.
Okay.
But
that sounds like banking, not blockchain.
Yeah, a lot of it is banking. A lot of it is, I mean, digital ledger technology. That's what it's all accounting stuff.
Right. But so if I'm running my computer to mine a crypto coin, you're saying they're going to send me some company's ledger books to process?
I mean, it depends on how whatever is set up. That could be what if that's what you're validating is transactions, you could be validating those transactions. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know how that works, Dan, honestly.
All right, let me see what Gemini says. Do any proof of work crypto models actually do anything other than busy work? All right, let's see what AI says about it. Bit tensor miners provide computational power to train and run AI. Okay. Mm-hmm. Flux transitions GPU mining rigs away from random algorithms towards decentralized cloud computing. Flux miners handle heavy infrastructure tasks, including 3D rendering, video streaming architectures, and running machine learning algorithms, so AI. Primecoin, early alternative to Bitcoin, requires miners to search for special mathematical prime number chains. These discoveries are actively used in scientific research and advanced cryptographic engineering. Gridcoin is tethered to the BOINC platform. Instead of doing useless puzzles, computers on this network solve complex data calculations for cancer research, mapping interstellar space, and climate modeling. Okay, so there's one that I would qualify, Gridcoin, in this AI list. Obviously, it's not exhaustive. It's a fucking AI. So if you could even make it
you're
up.
looking for like specific ones, but if you're looking for like just general like themes, like supply chains, logistics, like there's a lot of stuff being done in there. Digital identity and security, media, intellectual property, smart contracts are like a huge thing nowadays, where you don't need a notary or an escrow account to like set up like a real estate deal anymore. Now you can do it with a smart contract where you fill out something on some deal and like handles all the fucking transactions and like the payments and everything when the milestones are hit, and it's done all automated. You don't need a person to do it.
Okay, I get behind that, but that's more of like, what can you do with this digital thumbprint, and less of, now that we've got everybody mining, what are we doing with the process?
No, exactly. The crypto people and the crypto scene is like a different thing from like the technology that's like fundamentally driving like the crypto engine. And some of the projects that they're actually doing, like trying to do real things, like the BioCrowd is another interesting one where they're trying to connect like retail investors, like not even investors, but like if you care about like a particular drug or a cause or a cancer or something, and like it means something to you, you can like go and donate and money to specific researchers who are looking to raise money for your like whatever cause is important to you. Like there's some neat ways of like being able to connect people like that way, you know? And I think those are all being done with like smart contracts that are enabling it. And the thing that we did with Quincy with the block the bond that they released that was on the blockchain using JP Morgan's Onyx platform, that's really cool. There's no more now. The city does not have to worry about ever missing a payment on that because it's all done automatically. It just pulls it from the account and sends it out to all the holders at the time when it's supposed to happen. The way they were doing all the bonds beforehand, somebody has to be there to push the button. Somebody had to be there to put for the government. Yes, Dan, but that's a big deal. The government's not good at that kind of stuff or adopting new technology.
Well, if they'd stop hiring cronies, I am impressed. It's been many years since I actually looked into it. I'm impressed that there are several things where I would be like, okay, at least they're doing something with the computational power.
Yeah, you have to get past the crypto and is it a current, like who cares about the coins? Don't worry about the coins. Focus on like what the actual projects are, what people are trying to do with it. The coins are just how they get interest or how you can generate cash nowadays. Now you have ICOs instead of IPOs of some of these companies, right? We release a coin to raise our money, so instead of releasing stock.
Wow.
But dude, that's great for companies. Like, it gets you out of the banking system. You don't need JP Morgan or Wells Fargo or one of these other major banks or institutions to now handle your IPO and get whatever cut they take of that, you know?
That's true. That's true. That's true. I didn't think of it that way.
Right.
Okay. All right. You've changed my mind, Kyle. I'll back off crypto a little bit.
One of the really
for a couple weeks until I forget.
Here's a mining one that's actually pretty cool, but like for power companies, if you need the heaters, like if you're in Norway, I think is one of the places where they're doing this, instead of just buying a heater that just uses energy and converts it to heat, buy a Bitcoin mining rig, mine Bitcoin, and then just use the heat from that produces to heat up your building. And now your heaters are actually making you a little bit of money.
Okay. I mean, it's how much it can't be using that much more electricity.
The interesting thing about the using electricity too is like the power companies need a sustained load, and they plan for a certain amount of like peak excess. So the more steady load that they have, like the more stable the power grids become. So actually, like the mining of Bitcoins can actually be like a placeholder for places that are developing that need like the infrastructure built out. If nobody has refrigerators yet, like where are you going to get that electrical load? Well, getting like some miners in there to go and like give you a steady power drain or a customer to sell power to allows you then to build up the infrastructure for everybody else in that neighborhood.
Well, I mean, that sounds fine.
But there's obviously downsides to it, but yeah.
Sure. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just saying that sounds fine in terms of like I don't have any immediate objection to that.
Yeah.
Or like using a data center to heat someplace, like that's great. Like because if you're using a heater already, that's just electricity.
Right now you're not wasting the money. Now you're actually exactly. It's the busy work that is tough to get around.
I think it's weird that data centers aren't built with like big solar arrays over top of them. That's strange to me.
I think it's probably because of how much solar energy you actually need. The one that I helped commission down here in Phoenix, it did have solar in the parking lots, but the amount of power that thing was consuming, that was probably just a drop in the bucket. Like that might have ran like the building's lights.
Yeah. That's a good question. How much power does a data center consume?
I think that one was somewhere around like 22. Is it megajoule? 22 megawatts or gigawatts? It was more than my submarine produced.
So yeah, apparently, large scale data center consumes between 20 to 100 megawatts of power continuously.
Yeah. Yep.
God damn, that's a lot.
My submarine made 8.
Yeah, if we were doing all nuclear reactors, geothermal, wind, and solar, I'd be fine. But the problem is we still have a lot of fucking coal electricity. And it's like, okay, if we're going to do a data center, can we at least not use coal? Like nuclear. I'm fine with nuclear. They're great. Let's just boil some water.
Something renewable.
And then that's exactly it. Is we will run out of coal. I know it doesn't sound like it's anywhere near our future, but there is a finite number of coal things, right? Like that nuclear reaction will just keep going.
Dan, all we need is the cronies out there to continuously do bad things, so that way Santa Claus comes in and restocks the coal supplies.
Oh my God, it's genius.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a never-ending cycle. It's perfect.
Sounds like a great bombshell to end on.
Yeah. Santa Claus is coming to town.
I remember to be not so good this year, so that way you can get that coal deposit, because that might actually be the most valuable Christmas present you're going to get this year.
You know, when I was a kid, my mom gave me coal for Christmas one year.
Oh, did you light it?
And it was my immediate thought, but she soaked it in water overnight.
Oh, she knew.
And then put it in there. So I opened it up and I'm like, coal, sweet. I'm going to put wet coal. You useless.
How do you ruin coal?
She thought that was. How do you ruin coal? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Mom.
All right.
That was great.
That's awesome. All right. I don't know how to end this now that I don't have a script in front of me. How do we usually do that?
We did the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then we made the bet.
Oh, we're not doing that. That's too much time. I was just going to look for an outro.
Oh, okay. Hey, Kyle, I bet you in a year, still going to be crazy and fucked up.
I bet you're right. All right. And on that note. Dan, thanks for joining me, man. It's been good catching up with you.
Yeah.
Again soon, dude. Hopefully, before Musk takes over the rest of the world, because he is certainly on his way to buying it right now.
Yeah, why can't like we all get together and buy it, like, you know, as humanity, like, and then buy it from ourselves? Because who the f do we owe this shit to? There's no galactic bank. There's not aliens cutting out there like, hey, you guys are 40 trillion in debt. Cough up. We're in debt to ourselves. You know how the debt works.
Just say no. Just say no to debt.
Just say no.
No, don't assume, Dan. Don't assume debt. Just say no.
Well played. Well played. All right, get the fuck out of here.
This podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It does not constitute financial or investment advice and should not be construed as such. The hosts, guests, and contributors of this podcast are not licensed financial advisors, brokers, or professionals. Any trading or investment decisions made based on the content of this podcast are solely at the listener's discretion and risk. Trading and investing in financial markets carry inherent risks, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Listeners should conduct their own research and seek advice from qualified financial professionals before making any financial decisions. The views, opinions, and information shared in this podcast are those of the individual contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views or policies of the podcast creators or associated organizations. Produced by China Shop Productions.